Hello, my name is Montessa Young, and we're going to be discussing today how to get more female students in computer science, overcoming some of the barriers that I've seen in my classroom in recruitment and retention of female students. So, the top three barriers that I have been seeing of why I think girls are not choosing to take computer science courses. The first one is managing layers of identity, not seeing themselves as computer scientists. The second is mentoring, having a trusted adult, either a family member or a teacher, there to encourage them and show them the pathways that are available in computer science. And then just overall awareness. These are new programs for me. So, awareness of CTE and having technical fields be part of CTE, and then science, technology, engineering, math awareness, um, and what kind of fields and curriculum and opportunities there are for females in these career fields. So I've come up with three strategies for improvement that I think would be most effective at my school. The first one, and we're working on this, is make introductory courses in computer science a requirement. This is actually going to become a statewide thing in 2027. But in the meantime, not letting girls self-select themselves out of these courses. Increase access to science fair and STEM related events so girls can see how this relates to the real world, and providing multiple pathways that link academics and career preparation more. So not only can they see themselves in the class now, but they can see them in this career in the future. Let's talk more about this introductory CS course requirement. By 2027, Oregon schools will be required to offer a course in computer science, and we're working hard to prepare for that. That still doesn't mean that everyone has to take this course, but I think in one of my schools that is a requirement is a small school. So you get a semester of computer science and a semester of ag. You split between the two CTE programs that they offer. And what I see this is girls get a chance to get in there and see what computer science is all about, have an understanding of the topic, helps them find the parts that they might enjoy that maybe on the surface they wouldn't think was for them. Also provides that background level of knowledge to be successful in the future in the more challenging courses. Makes taking a coding course in the future or robotics course in the future not so intimidating because they've seen it and know that they can be successful at it. Another one is back up. Increase access to science fair and STEM activities. I'm fortunate to be a staff member of the Frontier STEM Hub, and we do a lot of these. Uh, I think it helps most by seeing other female students participate and succeed in computer science. So their classmates, their older classmates. And then when something's been running for a long time, my sister did it, or my older cousin did it. So it's something that our family does now. Also, it helps show how the academic learning applies to real life. I've read some research that boys are perfectly comfortable playing computer science for the challenge and the number games, where girls want to know what can it do and how can it help people. And I think science fairs and STEM activities and maker fairs provide that why, that how to. Also gives them an opportunity to interact with teachers and judges. They get some personalized attention. They get some encouragement. Maybe that male intimidating teacher that does teach computer science becomes more personable because they've seen him in this, non-classroom light. Or maybe they, are seeing their first female computer science teachers and realizing that they will have another female in the classroom, even if it is just the teacher. And this third one, provide multiple pathways. Some parts of computer science are very creative and artistic. And I think we need to offer courses and pathways that play on this strength. So in video game design, everything has to be, the art has to be designed and the creative part of that when you're designing a website, you know, the cascading style sheets are very artistic and creative. So not just the hard math and science side. And you know, you definitely don't want to say, well, all the girls are going to do the art and all the boys are going to do all the hard math and science. But I think just broadening that idea of what types of talents are appreciated. Provide real world problems to solve that are for social good. So once again, not number games, but actually why you would want to study this to help people. And another thing, there's multiple pathways, is I often see math scores as being kind of a filter to allow people into computer science. I think, you know, some technical reasoning does help you be more successful in computer science, but it's not often the exact algebra skills are required to be successful in the class. And maybe they just need to see that technical side of things in a different light and a different pathway to go down. So partners and resources that I already seen occurring in my school who's already helping. My colleagues at the Frontier STEM Hub help provide some of these resources and experience across multiple schools, which has been really helpful. The high school counselors, I reach out and talk with both of them. So they do a good job of encouraging students to take a computer science class, even if that's not their first choice. The middle school science and math instructors are doing a good job of introducing things like data science and computational thinking, so preparing students to be successful in computer science. We have an after-school makerspace program, which allows students to come into my classroom and have it be very artistic and creative. You know, we're using 3D printers and laser engravers, which are, you know, computer resources to make things. I think it makes it easier to make that jump to actually doing computer science. Resources that I can see myself still needing that would be super helpful to continue in this work. Latino advisory committee members, especially female Latino advisory committee members. My school that I teach at is 67% Latino, and the female Latino students seem to be harder to encourage to come into computer science than my other students. I have had transportation issues, so getting to science fairs and STEM fairs, being able to go on field trips. So transportation seems to be a huge issue for our small districts. So being able to get students where they need to be if parents can't drive them. Some after school support from either other teachers or older students. So the students have that support they need to make science fair and maker fair projects. Sometimes that support isn't available at home, and you end up having those that do have support at home doing quite well. And those that with just as good as ideas, but not the support, really struggling. And finally, counselor training on computer science. I often get students that are directed to me because they enjoy video games, but may not have an interest in like knowing how those are built or why they're built, and exactly what my classes entail. So having some more time with the counselor to explain what we're trying to do and what students are going to be good at that. And then advising for STEM careers. I think we do a very good job of pointing female students towards nursing. So maybe some of that same encouragement into the computer science field would help as well. Okay, that's the end of my presentation. I hope that gave you an overview of some of the challenges I see and some of the things we can do to fix them.